against the Bills. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. Hi again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, as we get set for our matchup tonight, we saw the quarterback comparison at the outset. We get to watch a couple of good ones here, don't we?
And it's a dramatic scene, isn't it? Whenever you get a night game, things are just a little bit more heightened with a little bit more spotlight, and we get to see two good guys go at it here.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Okay, now Tyrod Taylor and Buffalo takes the field on offense. Week 14, a game they really needed against Pittsburgh. Couldn't get it done. Okay afternoon in the snow for Taylor. 228 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. He was sacked 5 times, though.
The 228 is really kind of a high number for him, isn't it? He's usually between 150 and 200 throwing the ball.
Yeah, 5th time over 200 this season.
I think the thing that caught my eye, he was sacked 5 times. And a lot of people say a mobile quarterback, those guys tend to hold the ball longer because they keep plays alive, thinking they can make a big play, and it sometimes backfires.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LeSean McCoy, 63 yards, and the Bills have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage, some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Phillip Rivers will lead San Diego out onto the field. A Chargers team at 5-8. Seems like they've had a tough opponent every week. Of course, in such a tough division this year. Didn't get easier going out of division at Carolina in Week 14, and they fell by 12 points.
You're exactly right. If you're playing in the AFC West, you are getting a tough opponent 6 times during the season. But then you take it beyond that. When you're not playing well, it always feels like the other team has something better going for them, and that's what San Diego's run into this year.
Yeah, and Phillip Rivers in that game, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions at Carolina. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin, well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Deep drop. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Stephon Gilmore gets better and better every year, continues to excel in pass coverage.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They'll run here. this is Dexter McCluster. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Time running out here on the play clock. Rivers to throw it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 65 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. All right, let's take a look at the offensive starters and the 2nd-round pick out of USC. One to talk about, Robert Woods.
I think a lot of people thought maybe he was ticketed for stardom coming out of USC. Has always been a great route runner, much more of a complimentary receiver. But they can utilize that in a big way and have him open up things in the middle.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Corey Liuget is rapidly making a name for himself as a defensive tackle. Knows how to penetrate upfield and disrupt plays in the backfield.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Play action, it's Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Colton Schmidt now to kick it away for Buffalo. Travis Benjamin deep for San Diego. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the San Diego Chargers get set to go again on offense. You talk about some of the guys that they've got out of receiver. Maybe not household names, Dontrell Inman, Tyrell Williams. But they've turned into reliable targets for Phillip Rivers, haven't they?
And I think that's what you find when you have good quarterback play, that they can help those receivers get better. Of course, the receivers have to put in the work themselves. Let's not fool ourselves. But those guys know how to scheme them open, throw to the right spot so they go get it. All of those things that increase their productivity.
And Williams over 900 yards Inman, 647 this season. Boy, first glance at that Melvin Gordon injury last week, you thought it could be a season ender. Fortunately, looks like it's not as bad as originally feared.
It appears that it has shades of the injury A.J. Green had with the Cincinnati Bengals, where he got hurt and people thought he was gone for the year, but now it appears he has a very good chance.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Play clock winding down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now the Chargers' first-year punter here in 2016, the rookie Drew Kaiser. Back deep for Buffalo, the dangerous Reggie Bush. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Taylor. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit for the Bills, led by Dan Carpenter. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Melvin Gordon's rookie year was a far cry from his last season at Wisconsin, wasn't it?
Boy, it was. Yeah, we got the numbers right here. 3.5 yards per carry, 641 yards, no touchdown.
Well, I think his team is really looking to do things to help him break out and get back to that Wisconsin form in 2016.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
The play clock's running down. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Chargers defense as they get ready to go again. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because most teams, when they have that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we call sudden change. You know, after a turnover or a big kick return, whatever that is, you tell the guys, listen, you got to bow up. You got to get in there. Make sure you don't give up any more than a field goal.
They bowed up all right. We'll see if they bow up again.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Here we go. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back to upstate New York after this.
The The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rivers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A nice little completion there by Philip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll be good for San Diego, first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll need to get the play off quickly. McCluster. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Time running out here on the play clock. On the ground, here's McCluster again. And a short gain down to about the 33. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. It's hauled in here by Edmond. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. The Chargers defense gearing up to take the field. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
He'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So McCoy adding to his yardage total in this one. Last year, 895 yards in his first season in Buffalo. Of course, he had Charles 4,000-yard years in Philadelphia.
And you know the man they call Shady wants to throw some shade at the Eagles for ever letting him go. He wants a big year in 2016.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but that hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
On the counter, here's McCoy. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. A big play there out of the running game, 35 yards.
I'm often struck when I watch LaShawn McCoy play, how often you just watch him and you almost get mesmerized by his style, and then boom, there's another 20-plus yard run. It's amazing how he pulls it off.
Yeah, his former second-round pick out of Pittsburgh, still doing it in the league at a very, very high level. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mike Gillislee, 27 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will.
And this ball will be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come up with an offset eye. They'll go again to McCoy. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
This seems almost like a mathematical equation here. LaShawn Shady McCoy goes for big yards running the ball. His team is winning the game. Seems to work out pretty well, doesn't it?
Sound very well. The pride of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania doing his thing again. Taylor with a give to McCoy. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And Woods has got it. Buffalo touchdown. Robert Woods, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Holding. Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Now Rivers. Floating one incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that'll bring up second down. Okay, well, we have a second here. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. If it ended today, Cowboys, Lions would have the bye. Then the Bucs, Giants, Seahawks, and Falcons all would be in.
And let's break it down just a little bit farther. Let's talk about the NFC East, which looked like an absolute lock for Dallas. And it might still be, but the Giants are still there. Remember, they own the tiebreaker over the Cowboys if they finish in a tie. And in the NFC South, Atlanta and Tampa Bay are going to come down to the wire.
Neck and neck, both 8-5. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations. You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor finding time. He's going to go up top again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 38 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing, Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and they just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Looking left sideline, incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Bills right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Chargers know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, it's McCoy who gets into open space, and he's going for the 63-yard touchdown as they put the first points on the board. Here early in the first, Benjamin's wide open, able to make the grab, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. This cuts the deficit to 1. Now 1st and 10, Gillislee's able to get clear of the defense, and he's going for the 27-yard TD. 1st and 10, the pass ends up being picked off. Bills defense happy to get off the field. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Taylor is going to complete the pass from the gun. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Bills go up by 15. Now to late in the second. Here we get a quick pass and completion. And this play goes for a score. So that'll do it from Orlando. Let's get you back up to Buffalo with Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. One man in the backfield is Gordon. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Surveying the field. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Fresh set of downs here. The play clock's running down. Rivers on 1st down. He's got time. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action. Rivers, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Rivers is going to throw for it. Flush to his right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. It's a third down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Give him a couple. They come out here in the eye. To throw is Rivers. And this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come. lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And Woods has got it. Buffalo touchdown. Robert Woods, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bills now making their way back out onto the field. And they dug down last drive on 4th down, got the stop on their side of the field. You play defense, Charles. How huge is that on this drive?
Can't even really quantify it because you're talking about field position, momentum, that element of feeling like we're the tougher team, because when you stop someone on 4th down, in a sense, you're imposing your will on the other team, and that's exactly what they did, and that should permeate through the rest of the ball club.
Yeah, now who will impose their will on this drive? And they're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion is the tight end Gates. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,